for the 31 Days of Horror movie marathon that my husband and I are doing throughout the month of October. We started yesterday on October 1st with the first Scream, which kicks off what we affectionately call Scream Week, where we watch the 6 Scream films back to back. You might be asking yourselves, why did we start our horror movie marathon with all 6 Scream films back to back? And I will tell you why. If you're already a film horror fan, you probably know that the Scream franchise is a franchise of horror films made for people who love horror films. It gets pretty meta. They bring up actual horror movie tropes. They refer to it as the rules of surviving a horror movie. Not only do the Scream films talk about and reference horror movie tropes, they also subvert them. And better than that, they get to a point in this franchise where the subversion is in subverting the subversion, which means just doing the cliche thing. And that's just fun and gets you well into the horror movie mentality. The first Scream is just a classic. It's iconic. It has an amazing cast, perfectly casted for these roles. It references a lot of other horror movies, contemporaries and older, which lends itself pretty well to a lot of fun commentary. One thing I really love is that starting in Scream 2, which is tonight's movie for October 2nd, you can see a franchise developed in universe that is a horror movie sensationalized retelling of the events of Scream 1 from, Hollywood movie makers to make it a scary film, essentially. I do recommend making sure your suspension of disbelief is well functioning when you go into these films, because yes, they are slasher films, there's technically nothing supernatural going on, but they do stretch believability for the sake of butting up against those horror tropes. You've heard of the rule of cool in fiction. Get ready for the regulation of exsanguination. Tell me what your favorite Scream movie moments are, and if you want to join in the 31 Days of Horror movie fun, the list of films we're watching this month is in my pinned videos. And what's your favorite scary movie?